Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. And the Minnesota Vikings versus Dwayne Haskins and the visiting team.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with their opponents. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Steven Sims now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, their second-year quarterback from Ohio State at 23 years of age. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a one-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier, Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Connects here with the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down and 3. The give to Pete on the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer there to make the grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Visitors 7, Vikings nothing.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he works it across the...